Hello everybody, this is Zach Rice here. We're back with more of Avernum 3 Ruin World, here in the town of Gale now. We can't enter Gale quite yet, but let's talk to this character outside. A small, wiry man is sitting by a small fire outside the city walls. A wall of trees keeps him from being visible to monsters approaching from outside. It gives him some time to flee the ruin of the soul. He looks you over when you approach. I am Posse. You definitely look like someone who could use my services. Why are you standing around out here? Well, these days it's difficult to enter Gale. I give assistance to those in need of visiting the town. How fair is Gale? A difficult place to live these days, to say the least. Why is it so difficult to get in? Leadership in Gale is currently, shall we say, less than inspiring. He looks you over carefully. That is why I will give you entirely free of charge a warning. What warning? Word of the arrival of the Vernites has spread far, and many in Avernum welcome the news. Mayor Raleigh and Garrison Commander Leona do not at all. Watch your step around City Hall. If they notice you, your fate will be grim. What makes you think I am from Avernum? Sorry, friends, but there's not a person in this province who doesn't know about the Avernites wandering around. Be careful. Some of the troops around here have standing orders to slay any Avernite they see. They might not obey those orders. Then again, they might. Do your leaders hate Avernites? No, but they love power, and they're afraid that the people will take it from them. The moment the people realize that their leaders have no idea how to solve the golem problem. Any advice for me while I'm in Gale? The mayor has spies everywhere. Stick to the alleys and smaller roads whenever you can. Is there anyone who is having luck fighting the golems? Ooh, I shouldn't talk about that. I'll whine about the end of a rope. But if I were you, I'd head north to Avernum. There's someone up there you should maybe talk to. Posse stands and waits patiently. Every once in a while, you see guard patrols inside Gale. They pointedly ignore you as they pass. Isn't it dangerous to lurk out here? Not really. The guards give me a warning when golems approach, and they ignore me otherwise. Why do the guards ignore you? They know that the sealing the Gale gates is madness. They want people to be able to sneak in and out. I make it possible. They need me. The guards can really keep you safe. Believe me, if they couldn't, I would not be here. What services do you offer? I can help you sneak into Gale, perhaps. I would like that. Posse, thanks. I hear a lot of what goes on. I heard what you accomplished to the south. I'll take the risk of letting you in, though if the mayor finds out I helped in Avernite, I'll be in mortal danger. He walks to the trapdoor for a moment, turns his back to you, and does something to it with his hands. You hear a click. The passage in is through there. Beware around City Hall. Good luck to you. You open the trapdoor and find a tunnel leading down to a dank, narrow tunnel. The innkeeper gives you a knowing wink when you approach the bar. She saw you come out of her storeroom. She must know how you entered Gale and how illegal your presence here is. I'm Langley. How may I help you? What are you serving here? Well, I would be honored if you would stay in one of our luxury rooms. Only 20 coins for such, well, unusual guests. In addition, for such as yourselves, we have a variety of unusual services. What kind of unusual services? She points at a woman sitting in the corner. If you're here for medicine, she will help you out. Very reasonable prices. Just ask. Medicine of what sort? Annoyed, she leans close and lowers her voice. Careful. This stuff is still illegal, and Mayor Raleigh will have our heads on a stick if it pleases him. You want the stuff? Ask Alba over there about medicine. Don't talk to me about it anymore. In fact, just get away. Langley smiles at you, but it is force. Your illegal presence to Gale is fine with her, as long as you don't stand too close for too long. What can you tell me about things in Gale? Langley looks very uncomfortable. Nothing of importance. Why does everything look so crumbled and run down? Langley whispers, "Look, your secret is safe with me, but don't get me killed. The mayor's spies are everywhere." She moves away quickly. A large woman with a blank face is sitting at the table. She isn't drinking or eating or talking with anyone. She just sits there, waiting. "I am Alba," she says quietly. "Greetings, what are you doing?" "Just waiting." "What are you waiting for?" "You don't know what for? Then I have nothing to say to you." I hear Alba sits there, expressionless. Every once in a while, her eyes flicker towards the window, noting anyone who might come in. "I hear that you sell medicine." She smiles. "Yes, I just sit here and they come to me. Welcome. Have a seat." You said, "Now you're interested in a little scribane?" "What is scribane?" "Peace, energy, safety. Chew on it and the fear of the golems will leave you. I sell only the best, brought at great difficulty and expense from the Isle of Gale to here. You can purchase them from me. The effects are extraordinary." "What kind of effect does scribane have on a user?" "Peace, relief. Everyone in town uses it, or if not everyone yet, soon. Just thing to relieve the fear of the golems. Especially good for soldiers and adventurers. Doubles your strength, erases your fear, makes you fight like tigers. A whole city cannot be wrong. Just the edge you'll need dodging golems is just one purchase away." "Let me buy some scribane." Scribane herb is chewed. It releases strange substances into your body, simultaneously erasing fear and doubt, increasing your strength and stamina. Other effects are unknown. "I don't need any scribane." "Then leave. Talking to you is a risk." She waves you away. The citizens of Gale are scared, exhausted lot. You're sure they have plenty to say about the monsters about the sealing of the gates. Instead, they keep them themselves. When you approach, you get a curtain nod and nothing else. Walk out onto the streets of Gale for the first time. It's the most unpleasant city you've seen in Avernum. A thick, smoky haze hangs over the streets, and the roads and buildings have been scarred by fireball bombardments. As is usual for Avernum, alert guards are everywhere. However, they seem more interested in watching the townspeople than anything else. The people are quiet and nervous, cowed by the guards around them. Many of the people have glazed expressions on their faces. They stumble down the street unsure of where they are or where they're going. The air smells of decay, sulfur, and something you don't recognize. A bitter, medicinal smell. Message Tevrano. There are a dozen letters pinned to this board, all labeled General Bazron, based in Tevrano. Urgent. Immediate response requested. There are rumors of the return of dragons to Northwest Valorem. Do not hunt them. They may be useful for researching ways to defeat the monster plagues. Anyone able to talk to a real live dragon should report his location to Nantir, Craftmaster of Gale. Matic Island is an infection of dark magic, a cursed island south of Gale. High Priest Zachariah will pay a bounty to any brave hunter brave enough to hunt for and erase evil enchantments on the island. Sailors have reported seeing a glowing skeletal figure walking among the ruins of Villa on the island's east coast. Destroy this undead horror and be well rewarded. In these troubled times, cults often appear and pester the more calm and loyal citizens of the Empire. That's why our White Eaters track the presence of such cults. The Church of Divine Lucre, we believe, has established a temple to the north. This church has been known to encourage disloyal thoughts. If you find it, report its location to the loyal Empire wizard Rosalie for your reward. A bleary-eyed man sits here surrounded by neat packages of rations. He doesn't even bother to conceal the bottle of green liquid he's been drinking. I'm Mario. Say what you want and get out. He takes a sip from the vial. Are you selling any of this food? I have food. He seems annoyed by the distraction. You didn't answer my question. He seems highly annoyed now. You can purchase food and sell me any of your junk, then leave. Mario takes another sip from the bottle. He winces. He doesn't seem to take any pleasure in the liquid. Yet he seems unable to stop drinking it. Let's do some trading. Mario's more interested in his strange foul drink than in dealing with you. Yet with customers so scarce, he can afford to be rude. Why are you being so rude? He looks longingly at the bottle. I'm busy. You hear? Busy. Get what you want and go. I'd like to sell something. I don't need anything. Then just go. You find the most pathetic, bedraggled film you've ever seen. Her hair is scraggly and missing in patches. One of her fangs is broken off. She holds a baking bowl. It's a horrible sight. She walks over to you on her knees. I am his sir. How do you get to this lowly state? You not Nephil, you not know. Empire so cruel. Lost home is only way to live. Can I help? His sir looks up at you pathetically. Occasionally, she looks around for the city guard. You doubt that they are kind enough to film around these parts. Can I help you? She emits a raspy purr. Oh, please, great ones, please give me a few coins. You give her a few coins. She bows silently to you in gratitude, or perhaps abasement. Is that all? Yes, master, thank you for your time. She walks away on her knees. You meet a tall woman who seems resigned to pacing back and forth relentlessly by the docks. She wears the salt-encrusted leather of a sailor. She is pleased to break monotony by talking to you. Hi, I'm Carol. Why are you pacing around? To calm down. I'm trying to get out of here before the golems kill me. The golems seem like quite a problem. There hasn't been a ship out of here in months. God, I want to get out of here. The city is pathetic. Their leaders are worse. Had any run-ins with golems? It's lucky so far. Others haven't been so fortunate. That's why so many use the herb around here. What herb? She shakes her head and spits in disgust. Scribane, it's madness. It's great for a while, it really makes you stronger. But then it wears off and the pain grabs your soul. Some of the soldiers take it before combat. What a price to pay. Carol continues to pace, wearing down both the dock and her shoes. What news do you hear, friend? Why do you call Gale pathetic? Everyone just wanders around like zombies waiting to die. Those who haven't been lost to the herb, that is. I take it that you don't respect the leaders, Gale. She smiles wryly. You know, I could say how the town's leaders are mad, more concerned in making themselves look good and omnipotent than in saving the city. But then I disappear and never be seen again. So I won't say that, alright? Are you a sailor? Close, I am a weather mage. Well, it is one of my skills. I protect ships from harsh winds and other dangers in the deep. Of course, right now my skills are wasted. I would do anything to escape this horrible place, but I can't leave alone. Why can't you leave alone? The golems, they make traveling too dangerous. You are determined to leave this place? Yes, anywhere I can go, any way I can use my powers, it's dangerous here. Not just because of my monsters, but because of our leaders. I am sorry to hear that. Well, good luck to you. And to you, friend. You meet a male in a film. He wears an earring and a sword hangs at his belt. He watches you nervously as you approach. I am Murr. He looks around, alert and on edge, looking for kind, friendly faces in this unfriendly town. Has this town been friendly to you? This is a bad, bad place for one of my kind to be. Are you safe here? He looks around again. The leaders here are filled with hate and sometimes it spills out at us. I wish to leave on the next ship. My skiff is no good to get away. Why don't you use your skiff to sail away? He shakes his head and makes a hissing noise. It was good for nothing. The leaky thing could only get to Maddock Island to the south. Why don't you go to Maddock Island? That is useless to me. The island to the south is overrun by horrors. Long has been, so I hear. I wish to get rid of the worthless boat, if possible. Would you consider selling your boat? His ears perk up. I will let you purchase a skiff for only 100 coins. If you are odd enough to want to see the undead island, that's all it's good to go to. He takes your coins gratefully. Skiff is at the end of the central dock. Thank you much. Maybe this money can get me away from here. Marur keeps chatting, but he doesn't look at you. He continuously casts his eyes back and forth, looking for city guards or anyone else who might cause him trouble. I don't see many Nephilim around. What are you doing here? I am a sailor stranded in this town. How'd you wind up stranded here? I came here serving on a ship, but now the ship won't leave because there is nowhere for it to go. So instead I bought a skiff with my savings to escape the danger. This is Gale's rougher end. The innkeeper wears a hefty greatsword at his belt. He has a variety of scars. He is prepared to leap over the bar and break up a fight a golem at any moment. He grunts. I'm Cole, the innkeeper here. That's a big sword. I need it. I always need it to use the flat of it to knock out fighting sailors. One of these days, I might need to fight a golem. When they come, I'll be ready. What do you have for sale? Bourbon is 8 coins for a round, and room for the night is 5. And don't bug the customers. We keep to ourselves here. Remember that. Bourbon, please. The drink is neither strong nor good. As you choke it down, Cole says, by the way, you should be careful in Gale. Why should I be careful? Mayor Raleigh is losing his mind. Field off the city. Talking about the golems is acting for trouble. He's jealous of anyone who can fight them and resents anyone talking about them because it points out how little good he's done against us. You're lucky. I wouldn't tell this to just anyone. And how might the mayor feel about someone who wiped out the golems? The mayor might feel jealous and nervous and want to quietly eliminate the person or persons who made him look bad. Why be open with me? Everyone who comes through that door has another story about what the Avernites are doing to fight the monsters. Now, if you ask me, the person you should talk to is the general. What general? Go up to Tavrano. You'll see who I mean. I don't need a room for the night. You pay the money, and he shows you to your room. As he leaves, he says, and be sure to come back for a drink in the morning. Sometimes I chat a bit with paying customers. A beggar runs up to you, drops nimbly to his knees, and raises his bowl. His fingers have light green stains, and his eyes are glazed over. Thank you for being so kind, kind adventurer. I'm glad. Kind one, can you spare a coin? What do you want with me? I've heard of you. You are great and bold. It is an incredible honor to meet you. And if you would be so kind as to give me a few coins, maybe I can aid you. Why are you so full of flattery? Who deserves it more than you? An honor, I tell you, to meet such a hero, such a colossus, standing astride our troubled times. Such a hero, I'm sure, is greatly rich, not only in wisdom but in coins. He looks at you hopefully. The lad kneels before you and holds up his bowl. Please, kind one, please spare a few coins. He takes a few of your coins. Thank you so much. And for 100 coins more, I can tell you something very interesting about the golems. You are demanding. Tell me what you know of the golems. He takes the money gratefully. In the herb house, there's a maid. She's always there, always not quite awake. She mumbles, and sometimes she mumbles about golems. Prod her about it, and you might find something good. Where's the herb house? I'm not supposed to say. It's here in town. You're so bright. You find it. He suddenly seems very eager to get away. Now, let's let him go, if Gale's this paranoid. He scuttles off to the other side of the road, a safe distance from you. The door has been shields held closed with thick steel bars. A sign nailed to the door reads, "Library closed until further notice." You note that the door has no keyhole. A key would do you no good here. Oh, I did not want to go in here. Yeah, because talking to Mayor Raleigh will get you nowhere, by the way. So I'm not even going to take the chance with talking to him. You find a stout oaken door with a small keyhole. None of your keys fit. You flip through the garrison commander's books. They are mainly accountants and notes on the war with the golems. There are notes on the general in Tavrano. He is having success against the golems and gaining popularity as a result. Gale's looking for possible grounds upon which he could be arrested. Okay. So don't bother talking to either the mayor or the commander garrison. That's not going to get you anywhere. You enter a smoky room with a low ceiling. The air is heavy with the sour smell of stale sweat. Twitching vacant souls loll about on filthy chairs, chewing on wads of green leaves. It's grim. You meet the woman who runs the scrim place. She moves smoothly up to you and bows. When you ask her name, she grimaces. I prefer not to say it. I'm sure you understand. I deal in scribane herb if you would like to purchase some. Will you sell to me? Why, yes. I sell refuge or strength. How do you manage to sell that? Both come from the same miraculous source, scribane herb. Want to buy some? What is scribane? Brought at great risk from the Isle of Gale. Scribane herb will increase your strength both of mind and body. Take it before battle and you will be nearly invincible. Take it when you are afraid or tired and feel the true restoration of your soul. Such a miracle can only be purchased here. She smiles and bats her eyelashes. Do you wish to obtain some? You meet the anonymous woman who runs this grim place. She moves smoothly up to you and bows. Her eyes are clear. She does not use her product. I don't need any scribing. Yes, you do. We all do. It is the only way for us to stay sane in this mad time. You will be back. This woman is, or was, a mage of the Empire. She has decayed. She reclines on a filthy chair, the corners of her mouth crusted with herbal potion. She mumbles constantly and incoherently. Somehow you manage to get her attention. I'm Rosalie, she says, authorized wizard of the Empire. You are Rosalie? I heard you might know something about the golems. Her eyes open wide. She struggles desperately to attain a few moments of coherence. Yes, before Edward left me. I had to tell people. I met a mage in mountains north of here, southeast of Tavrano. Must fly to get there. With the final exertion of energies, she says, go to him. Met him, knows golems. And then she sinks back into her chair, exhausted. Will you speak to me? She mumbles, oh, Edward. Oh, Edward. Who is Edward? Her eyes open wide. Edward, I thought they had you. Have you come back to me? Have you returned? No, I am not Edward. He looks away. Then leave me. Let me stay in the place where Edward lives. Oh. You meet a priest, comfortably into middle age. He's a massive man, lumbering about in his armor, and a great mace hangs from his belt. These times are hard on him. Weariness is eating him away at him bit by bit. A traveler, greetings. I'm simply called Zachariah. Welcome to my shrine. Can you assist me? It is good to see fresh, bold faces in this battered town. I will give you assistance however I am able. However, I am growing rather tired. What sort of help can you give me? I have heard of you. I know you fight a noble fight. I can teach you rituals to use against our foes. Why are you so... Zachariah says, what else can I do for you, traveler? How can I ease your journey? His armor is dragging him down bit by bit. Why are you so tired? This town fights two wars, one from without, one from within. Golems attack our bodies and Scribane Herb attacks our souls. How's the golems been attacking? They do it to us what the giants do in Loreley. They rush in, throw fire and ice at us, and flee before we can respond. Every day we grow weaker. Only one town has had luck fighting it. Which town is that? There is a force up in Tavrano, a town to the north, that has had much success against the golems. However, they stand alone. Our mayor refuses to support them. If you wish to battle the golems, you should go up there and see what they're doing right. How is Scribane a problem? Oh, my poor flock. They are subjected to constant danger and fear. Then these men and women come and offer a way to easily and completely escape the horror of their lives, and they leap at it. It makes them strong and recharges their energy. It is only then that they find out the true price. What is the price of Scribane use? Once you ingest Scribane Herb, it starts to seize control of your soul. The more you take, the less good it does to you, but the more you need it. I tell you, it is as implacable and lethal a foe as the golems ever were. Can we purchase some of your spells? Zachariah is tired and worn, but the strength of his faith is great. He knows a variety of powerful spells, and he is willing to teach them to you. Okay, cool. So we can buy him to learn a lot. Let's go ahead and get Domination. That's the only one we were missing here. Wonder where we can find the last four. We can definitely come back him later and improve if we want. Meet Gale's alchemist. He looks at you skeptically. I am Nantier. Welcome, adventurer. He has a personal smell alchemists tend to end up with, of smoke and strange chemicals. So what sort of stuff do you have for sale? He says tiredly, I don't make herb. I don't have herb. I am a simple alchemist and I don't have any more math. All out. Where might I find a map? You're in Monroe province now. If you want a map, head north to the town of Tavrano. My friend Osmo is a map maker. He's stuck there. Talk to him and he can help you find your way around. What'd you mean when he said herb? I don't know anything about that Scribane herb stuff beyond that everyone asked for it and I don't have it. If that's what you want, I have to bid you good day. Do you teach any alchemy? My recipes are all closely held family secrets. They are effective, but I could learn better if I could enter the library. Still, we all do what we can. Why can't you use the library? Gale has a small but very high quality library in the city hall. Unfortunately, the librarian died and our esteemed mayor closed it for good. He thinks. I heard one woman say she knows how to enter it, but I will have no dealings with her. Who is that woman? She has a shop where she sells that cursed herb stuff. I'm not sure where it is. She told me she knows something in the library. I want to get into it, but I wouldn't go near her place of business for the world. Antier smiles slightly. Do you wish to deal with me? Are you selling any potions? No, all my potions must be sold at very low prices to the mayor and his offices. It is now required by law, which only applies to me. That sounds very odd. It is the way things are right now, and if I wish to stay inside the safety of these walls, it is the way it will stay. You saw that I am an adventurer. Are you looking for a sword for hire? Not a sword of mine. I wish to learn how to make the most powerful potions, energy elixir. It is concentrated magical power. A powerful, rare, difficult to make potion. I came to Gale because I heard that an excellent recipe is here, probably in the library. I believe it is, but I can't get to it. Find the recipe and teach it to me, and I will reward you with the finest potions in my stock. I want you to make a potion for me. I can do that. I charge 50 coins for each potion, and I will need the materials. I can make elixirs, most powerful potions. I use the basic herbs, of course, but also need grey mold, mandrake root, or both for everything I make. This woman is dressed like a mage, however, you aren't sure how much you should trust in her competence. She is constantly distracted and her eyes are glazed over. You wave to get her attention. I am Velness. She has some green stains on the collar of her robes. You have some stains on your collar. Yes, and what of it? They are stains. Nothing special. None of your business. Leave me. Are you alright? She thinks, excuse my distraction, I'm a bit tired. I am Gale's mage. I teach spells. I'm not sure if I'm allowed, but I do it. You're not allowed to teach spells? She concentrates. The Empire limits who will learn what magic. But I need money. I'll teach you if you can pay. Why are you so tired? She suddenly becomes very defensive. What? Why not? The town is under attack all the time. Why else would I be under the weather? You seem drugged. She lurches forward in her chair. I don't have to put up with this. Good day. Can you teach? Belness tries to say something to you, but she is too distracted to get the words out. What? Her eyes seem unable to focus. Your nose suggests that she hasn't changed her robes in some time. Can you teach me some spells? She pulls out a spell book and looks it over. Some of the spells seem to confuse her, but after a bit, she finds a few she seems comfortable with. You can purchase spells for me. Some spells. Would you like that? I'd like to buy some spells. When she starts speaking in the language of magical ritual, some reflex part of Elness's mind takes over. She speaks clearly and calmly. She is very skilled, or she was, until her mind started to go. Ooh, so she has some good spells at least. We're gonna have to come back for the other ones, though. At least we got Pool of Corruption now. The shop is run by a grim, pale woman. She sits at her counter, sharpening the steel tip of a javelin. She says, I'm stern. What do you want? What kind of shop do you run here? She continues to work while she speaks. I'm the Fletcher for Gale. I have fine missiles here. How is Gale faring against the golems? She shakes her head. I don't talk politics, and I don't want herb, if that's what you're asking about. Why don't you like to talk politics? Golems fire bolts of deadly magic over our walls constantly, and we need missiles to fire back. That's all I know about it. Anything beyond that is beyond me. You mentioned something about herbs. If everyone in this cursed city wants to hammer their brains into mush with scribane, that's their business. Beyond my control. I just make weapons. Someone has to say useful. Let's trade. As Stern sits at her counter working on her goods, she's currently polishing a beautiful yew bow. Let's trade. Stern makes some of the finest quality missile weapons you've seen in Avernum. Considering how dangerous monsters in this area are, it's a good thing. When you approach this man, he quickly stuffs the package in his pocket. He bows to you, though the movement plainly causes some discomfort. I'm Master Gale. Greetings to you. What sort of shop is this? His face twitches suddenly. He looks like he is in pain. He still manages to talk. I'm the trainer for Gale. Would you like knowledge? I'm interested in training. All right, as you wish. He fidgets. So, training? Oh, you mean for me? No, I am busy. Use the practice equipment if you want. But for me, just go. I am busy. He walks away. You appear to be in pain. Are you alright? His hand rests securely on his pocket. Pardon me, I just have a headache. They happen. Have you taken anything for your headache? He looks upset. I have nothing more to say to you. I just needed some time alone. He walks away quickly, hand on his pocket. What did you just put in your pocket? He looks defensive. What? What are you saying? You just hid something, that's all. No, I didn't. I deny it. Get out of here before I call the guard. I promise they will listen to me before they believe you, outsider. Proprietor at this shop is proudly polishing a beautiful steel helmet. He holds it up and lets it gleam in the light. Then he turns to you. I am Darius, armorsmith of Gale, he says proudly. You have a fine armor shop. Even in these troubled times, Gale's armor is still some of the finest in the world. Surprisingly, I still have some items in stock. You can purchase them if you have sufficient money and taste. Well, I know I have taste, but money is occasionally in short supply. Both are necessary if you wish to own some of my goods, such as the cost of quality. Do you know anything about the golem problem around Gale? With all the horror and carnage these days, I am forced to concentrate thrice as hard on making the best armor I possibly can. Unfortunately, that means I don't follow too much what's going on. He thinks, beyond, of course, how much people need armor. Darius continues to polish the steel helm, burnishing the surface until it seems to glow. His careful craftsmanship seems out of place in this crumbling city. Can we buy some of your armor? Darius is one of the finest craftsmen in the continent of Avernum. In these dangerous times, the gear that comes from his hands sells quickly. Sell something. Okay, let's not try to disarm that trap then. You find a vacant, bleary-eyed man holding sway over a dusty and disused smithy. When you enter, he makes a clumsy effort to look professional. I am Weapons Master Asp, he mumbles. What sort of shop is this? A smithy. You can purchase from my stock, and I do special custom work. He mumbles, a tiny bit of drool forms at the corner of his mouth. What sort of special work do you do? Not so much now, but I used to make the special weapons. Special, rare weapons. When I had the ability. Do you still have any? Can we see them? I still have some of my special weapons, some that weren't sold, but I want to keep them to remember when I could make them. Could I purchase some of them? I would let you, but first I have needs. I have little money and I need the herb, some of the scribane herb. Give me some and I will sell you some of my special weapons. This is worrisome. The last thing that this man needs clearly is more scribane herb. Asp watches you with bloodshot eyes. Every once in a while his jaw shifts back and forth as if he is chewing something. Must be a habit, his mouth is empty. I want to buy some of your weapons. Ask stock is high quality, but it's very expensive and very dusty. You doubt he has any of these pieces of quality in some time, and even in these deadly times, his prices have driven people away. How did you lose some of your ability? I don't want to talk about it. The golems, they were too much. I was too afraid. I needed peace. I don't want to talk about it. The golems are indeed a formidable foe. I don't want to talk about it. He turned shakily away. I have some scribane herb for you. Ask Gravza eagerly. Yes, this will help me. Help me keep the pains away. You ask if you can see his private stock. Stop. No, not enough. Bring me more and I will help you. You insist. Surely you have given enough to have the right to buy his wares. After a bit of pressure, you convince the addict to sell his weapons to you. Alright, fine. I will show you my stock when you want to see it. Let me see your special private wares. Clearly Asp was once weaponsmith for remarkable skill. He had the power to craft magical blades, a very rare skill. When you arrived, he only had 4 precious magical weapons left, remnants of a better past. These would be very good, actually. Alright, I don't want to hang on to any of this, so. Alright, and that's Gale. We're not gonna even try bothering talking to City Hall or anything like that, because that's not gonna get us anywhere, so we're just gonna move on here. This is a long, massive palisade constructed to keep the lands to the south safe from golem attack. Unfortunately, the wall is nowhere near complete. The golems can simply walk around it. It will likely be months before it provides any sort of decent protection. As you cross the long stone bridge, you see a heated battle on the side. A band of Empire soldiers armed with halberds and longbows are busy decimating a small group of golems. They seem to be winning, but even a single golem can be lethal if allowed to fire a bolt of energy. If you want, you can reach the soldiers in time to help. You join the soldiers for what looks like a simple battle. However, when golems start crawling over the railings of the bridge, you realize that the constructs have been programmed to set an ambush. Oh, I think I can do this now. Ooh, that was a lot of work there, but at least we got it done. Yep, the surviving soldiers patch up their wounds. Soon they are able to hobble back to safety. Their captain is still surprised by the ambush. The golems have a new tactic. We have to get Tevrano to tell Bazaron about it. Then we can figure out how to react. The soldiers thank you profusely for saving their lives. They tell you they're led by General Bazaron and Tevrano. He is the only general to have success at leading soldiers against golems. They tell you to be sure to go up and meet him. Then they head north. You find the chopped up remains of a dozen fire golems. The surrounding vegetation isn't charred at all. Creatures were destroyed before they were even able to shoot back. One of them has Bazaron carved into its blank face. You encounter a golem blockade. A group of the lethal statues has taken over an Empire palisade and stands in a straight line at the gate. Perfectly still, blocking your path. If you want to continue, you have to break through them. When you move towards their line, the golems endlessly walk forward to fight you. Of course, it's not going to be that easy. I can do quite a bit of damage, though. They can do quite a bit of damage, though, and really, like, wreck you. So you have to be careful. Oh, how come that did not heal Elena? Tag nabbit. Nabbit. How come that did not heal Zelena, though? Was she really out of range? What do you mean I can't reach him? Oh, I hate these combat areas where you're at a gate. A lot of iron bars to get right here. Good lord. Oh my goodness, another attack. There was a small wall town ahead. At least it was a town. Then the Empire came and converted it into a fortress. The walls are cracked and show signs of many magical impacts. Smoke rises from the buildings, not all of it from cooking fires. The guards patrolling the walls are gaunt and tired. Yet despite the constant pressure of the enemy, the fort is still standing. All's well, not well though. The fort has been blockaded by a large band of golems. They march around it tirelessly, blocking anyone who wants to enter or leave. A sign nearby, burnt and splintered, identifies this town as Tevrano. It is held under siege by a dozen golems, watched by humans over the fort ramparts. It will take a serious effort to free it. When you charge the golem patrols, a band of soldiers from Tevrano see an opportunity, rushes out of the fort to help you. There's a lot of golems, so help may be needed. The battle begins, Avernite and Empire soldier fighting side by side. Oh my gosh, give me the Tevron already though. This is annoying as hell. Too bad I can't do adrenaline rush with my priest or anything like that. Whatever, I'll try to annihilate them as fast as I can and then save here. The Empire's soldiers bring their wounded back into Tevrano, pausing to thank you for your help in breaking this blockade. A dervish looks you over. Something about you makes him suspicious. Then he shrugs and says, "Come inside. General Bazron will want to meet you, I'm sure." There is great excitement in Tevrano when you approach. You lifted the siege on the town, and your arrival is big news. Guards step aside, clearing the path for you to enter. You reach the fortified village of Tevrano. This well-defended town is a model of efficiency, especially compared with the wreck that is the rest of Avernum. Neatly uninformed guards and dervishes are on patrol, keeping a careful watch for golems. You notice that the city walls have metal sheets mounted at the top, leaning in over this town. They are heavily pitted and scarred. They must have been there to block the fireballs, and the golems have been lobbing over the walls. Body parts taken from slaying golems adorn the walls. Alright. First, let me go ahead and get rid of that wounded status effect. Good lord. These Empire soldiers have really seen the worst the golems have to offer. Their armor, and in some cases, their skin have been exposed to bursts of fire and magical energy. Some of their shields are charred or even partially melted. When they get close, they recognize you. Word of your exploits must have traveled ahead of you. They are nervous about talking to outsiders, but they don't bother you. They just move silently by. Alright, since Gale is technically a friendly town, it's the only place where we can get healing. So, let's do that. Get rid of that wounded fat. Come on! Stop putting me in combat so much right now. I mean, I get it, it's a plague. God, I need to save the game here. Zelena is taking so much crap too right now. It is ridiculous. Oh. No. We are not doing that right now. Come on, I gotta save the game. Stop putting me in combat so much. These jeweled golems are powerful, though. I was about to say, she got freaking KO'd again. Alright, now, can I get to Tavern in one piece now, finally? Okay, let me go ahead and save the game right here, and I'll see you all soon with the next part of Let's Play. Finally. Good lord. Anyway, I'll see you all soon with the next part.